time passed, you learn what to do and what not to do. I feel like I've constantly just been able to, just consistently stack days and just enjoying it, just going out there and having fun, just going out there playing and trusting my technique and trusting the coaching and just consistently prepping the same way. Like for me, it's just ultimately been about being consistent, and I feel like it's put me in a good position to go out there and give the team the best chance and my best shot.
From the other side of the ball, how does Luke Altmaier look to you this year?
Luke, he's, like you said, he's QB1. I believe in him. I trust him. I have faith in him. And ultimately, like, for him, just going out there playing tough, smart, dependable ball, like, it's no shot. Like, he's a returning starter, so he's held to a standard. He has a voice on his team. We believe him. We trust him. Like, also, when he goes out there, I know at the end of the day, our offense is in good hands with Luke out there. Like, he's going to go out there and do what he does best.
You had the Mayhem Belt a couple weeks ago. How does a nose tackle get their hands on that?
Yeah, so that's funny you talk about that. So basically, like the Mayhem Belt is like it's a turnover belt, and as a defense, like when they first introduced it to us, like it was like strips, interceptions and stuff like that. And at first, like at the D line, I was like, shoot, how are we gonna get it at? And for them, they was like, it's gonna be sacks. Like it's a clear sack. We would count those strip sacks as one, but ultimately it was more favorite for the DBs and stuff, and so it's funny, like when they first showed it to us, I'm like just playing around with the guys. I'm like, look, I'm gonna win that belt, and this is gonna be my walk when I win it, and like just playing around, and we go out into the scrimmage, and it's a live scrimmage, and I'll go out there and get a strip, like punching at the ball, because we always working like takeaway circuits and just trying to turn those game day practice habits to game day reality. And ultimately, that was like one of my chances. Like, shoot, I'm the second guy pursuing to the ball. Let's try to strip this out, and it happened like that. And I won a belt, and it was pretty funny because like also the same day I did one of the DBs had an interception, but they also let me get first dibs. It was a good moment, but also a funny moment because like I kept telling them, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get this belt, watch, and ended up happening. So
we heard you had a pretty elaborate entrance into the locker room.
They're talking about when I first got the belt, Gabe had turned on some wrestling music, and I started walking like I was walking down the aisle. I used to growing up, I used to be a big WWE guy, so getting that belt, I had to live my little kid dreams a little bit, so it definitely was good.
That's maybe on a more serious note. Like Coach Henry talked about last year was like a year of growth, and he said this year he wants it to be a year of establishment and establishing this as a prominent defense against. Like, what's that look like?
Yes, sir. For me, as far as like establishing a prominent defense, here at the University of Illinois, it's just consistently going out there, playing tough, smart, and dependable ball. It's just about consistency. Like, as a defense, even last year, we have flashes, but it can be up and down. You're going to have adversity. Everything's not going to be perfect, but ultimately, the good thing with defense is you play under pressure, because one play can change the game before. It's just consistently minimizing those, mistakes or when stuff goes wrong, and being able to bounce back from adverse situations, and like just knowing cash card, like just knowing our responsibility, going out there being confident, trusting each other, and communicating. Because as a defense, like number one thing is being able to communicate as a whole. And if we can communicate, then we give ourselves a good shot.
He told us like the fist analogy. I'm sure you've heard that as well. Yeah. Like how have you felt his approach throughout camp? Like how's that trickled down to you guys as players?
It's trickled down between it's pushed us, man, because Coach Henry just emphasized what's important, and also just being a good defense and like going out there playing with passion, going out there playing with integrity, stuff like that. As a defense as a whole, we just understand like it's not going to be easy, like, but we have the capability to be a good defense, but also we have to be committed and consistent and prepping, so that's been from a good standpoint for them.
What gives you that confidence? I mean, that you guys can take that step?
What gives me that confidence, though, is we have a group of guys, that just want to come in and work every day, tough, smart, dependable. Like, this group of guys just want to go get it. You always learn from your past. Remember the past, but you prepare for the future. And like with how season played out last year, and just going back watching film and seeing how one play away, one key away, and just how could it change the ball game. I think guys have just took pride in like, locking into the small details and just being consistent. Because ultimately like your key never lied to you, and if all 11 guys on the field understand their key and understand what they're doing, then it gives the defense the best chance. And it's also with the guys that's going to be running out there the first time, they also try to instill in the younger guys and the guys behind them, like, bro, like, we need all y'all, because for us to have winning habits, everybody has to be on the same page, because you're always one play away. And if your numbers get it's called, you want to be ready and prepared for the moment.
Xavier talked about those small details as well. Like, how much of an emphasis has that been? Just those little things that maybe would be easy to overlook, but as you mentioned, can flip a game.
Yeah, it's been a big emphasis of us. Like something as simple as like when we run off the field, everybody make sure you run off the field. Like when we're switching from rack like 1s to 2s, like something as simple as that, and breaking down as a defense, like always showing up on film. Like it's consistently build habits, because how you do one thing is how you do everything, and as a team, if we can be on point in every aspect possible, like when adversity hits, we won't flinch. We'll be able to get through it because we just consistently built good habits.
I guess just one more, like obviously the numbers slipped a year ago. Like I'm sure you don't live in that, but are you tired of hearing about it?
I mean, honestly, like ultimately everybody, is gonna, everybody's gonna have their opinion. But for us as a group, like I'm in here with 119 guys plus myself, which is 120. We're going through it. We're grinding every day, and we're bracing. Like, yeah, we're aware of that, but ultimately, like you can't live in the past. You learn from the past, but you can't live in the past. And our biggest thing is just approaching this year with a mentality, like owning it, just improve, because you have the same goal every year, being an elite defense, but it's just like for us, it's like, all right, from last year, we can't live in it, but learn what we did last year that possibly put us in that potential situation, and try to minimize it or, eliminate it from our games and our mentality as a whole, and just consistently building good habits, winning habits, and just playing tough, smart, dependable football.